guys, what's up? My name is Emmy Lou and I am a medium. So today we're going to talk about spirit guides and my experiences with them, and I'm going to try to explain them a little bit to you for what I believe them to be.
Don't tell your mother!
I do not claim to have all the answers. This is just my experiences. So take what you want and leave what you don't want, I guess. So not only do I have my personal experiences with my own guides, I've also had experiences communicating with other people's guides when I do readings on them. So I've had a lot of practice and a lot of communication, and every time I work with guides, my mind is usually blown. So spirit guides can almost really be anything. They can be ancestors that are like a long lineage. Technically you wouldn't even know them, but they are related to you. I've seen them be just relatives, you know, family members that have passed away that have come back to help you on your journey. There's animal spirit guides. I've seen mythical and just regular animals, and I've also seen pets. It could be a soul or an energy that you have never met in this lifetime, or you don't know who they are. Now again, this is my experiences. It may not be yours. If you don't believe in this stuff, that is fine. I'm just here to tell my truth and what I believe in. But I have also come across people that have guides that are not of this world. Like Fae. I'm talking about the Fae, okay? I'm a believer in the Fae. Guilty. Haha. But I've seen some stuff and been around some things that I just don't, there's no other way to describe it except that. And when you dive into the research, that's a whole other video. But anyways, that is a category that I have seen actually quite frequently. So I also believe in past lives. I've done a lot of past life readings for people, and I have noticed spirit guides coming in from past lives as well. There is one guide that everybody has that I haven't really seen any difference in with people, is your higher self. What my belief of the higher self is it's the spirit version of you. It is a version of you who has lived this life already and is giving you guidance from a broader standpoint. This is where I have a theory where like deja vu comes from, because I think that's like, you know, I truly believe that that is your higher self communicating with you to get you ready for things that are about to come. Though I totally have to admit, most of the time when I have that deja vu crap, it's very like non-substantial in my life. It's like ordering barbecue sauce from McDonald's, or like I'll be talking to somebody and I'll know like not to say a certain thing because it'll like upset them. That has been helpful. But the random stuff, I still don't really understand it, but that's just my theory of like why that happens. Who knows? When it comes to communicating with your guides, it kind of depends on that spirit's energy and your energy and what's the easiest way to communicate. Looking for signs, whether it be like a feather randomly placed or like a penny or a quarter. Seeing angel numbers around is a very common way to communicate with guides. Sometimes you will have distinct dreams. My personal favorite way to communicate with guides is using meditation and like calming yourself and kind of letting the messages come to you. You can also hear them sometimes, like your conscience almost can be a guide at sometimes, if that's a good way to explain it, I guess. An internal dialogue that isn't you. When you're interacting with your guides, you should never have that fear feeling with them. It should only bring love and comfort. You should only be comfortable around them. So if a spirit is trying to talk to you and kind of passes one of your guides and you're getting an unnerving feeling, that is a sign that you are not speaking to a guide. You are speaking to probably just a spirit that is around you, and realizing that you're open and like wanting to communicate with the other side. I don't know how else to explain that. But yeah, if you are looking to communicate with your guides, I would suggest doing a guided meditation. They have a bunch of them on YouTube. I know there's places out there where you can go and pay for a guided meditation to meet your spirit guides. From what I have seen, spirit guides are always trying to communicate with people. It's just you have to listen and look for the signs, really. But with all that being said, if you're going to go down this path and start looking for signs, the most important thing that you need to know about this is to please stay grounded. Not everything is a sign from your guides. Not everything is going to have a greater meaning. Sometimes things just happen. Sometimes a feather really is just a feather. A song on a radio could just be a song. An animal in a weird area could just be an animal in a weird area. If you're looking for signs, you just have to really discern things. Ask your guide for something like specific and see if it happens, and don't make it easy. I'm not saying that these signs are not signs most of the time. They very well could be if it has meaning to you and how you feel in the moment. Not every little thing is going to be a sign. That's why I really do push meditation when it comes to communication. I have met a lot of people where the easiest way to communicate with their guides are seeing signs like that. It can lead down a slippery slope where you almost are in a spiritual psychosis where everything has a meaning to it and you're looking for signs in the most mundane of things. And doing that can be very detrimental to your mental health, and it can be very scary for the people around you. So my suggestion is, if you want to look for signs like that, ask your guide outright. Say it out loud and ask for something specific. Don't ask for a feather from a very common bird in your area that you see all the time. Don't read into every single song that plays on the radio as soon as you turn it on. I've seen physical signs happen with other people, and usually there's like an energy in the air where like everybody around you will get a gut feeling that, oh, that's very strange. That's why my favorite way to communicate with guides is doing a guided meditation. You know you're in a guided meditation, you're doing it, you're in a state to receive messages, but once you're out of it, you need to ground yourself and be like, okay, this is the real world. Like, yes, there's things around me, but I can't be like constantly thinking of that. Like, you can't live your life in the afterlife. You know, what's the point of that? Like, they want you to enjoy things fully, and if you're constantly looking for answers from them, then you're not fully living in your truth and in your moment. Just know that you have guides around you. They love you and they are there to protect you, and just stay grounded. Don't get caught up in the spiritual world too much, because it can take a toll on you. That doesn't mean you should look at it like it's scary or that it's bad and you shouldn't do it, because it can be just one of the most beautiful things. But please take those precautions. Mental health can play a big role in this too, and it can be dangerous for some people. Just like with everything in life, too much of something can be bad for you. And if you are seeing this video, maybe it's a sign that one of your guides is trying to reach out to you. Well, anyways, guys, I'm sending you all the love and light, and I hope you have a wonderful whenever this video finds you. And yeah, I love you guys.